This radio show is intended for adult listeners only. The broadcast was recorded in front of a live audience of about 2 people. No DJs were harmed during the making of the podcast. Now shut up and listen.
George, welcome to the Witness Protection Program. I'm Billy Mofford. With me is Alan Fisher and Pimp Vader.
Belly,
How you doing?
I'm hunting rabbits.
Don't forget that.
And who we got today? C3PPO?
No, R2D2.
R2D2 again.
The drug dealing droid.
And speaking of I wish I could have prepared for this, but I think Joe's prepared anyway. He hangs out with all them guys. I think we're talking about Star Wars.
Well, no, because that would be a copyright infringement. What we're talking about is War Stars.
War Stars.
We don't do copyright infringement shit, Bobby. We're highbrow like that.
I think you're taking it a little too far. I don't think talking about something is infringement.
Just a second. What do you think, R2?
Oh yeah, because he's an expert. R2, are you there?
Yeah, he responded.
What did he say? Because I didn't hear nothing.
He said lots. He said lots. He basically told you two to go fuck yourself, and agreed with what I said.
Well, we actually have. I think it could be a good show. I mean, we're usually at our best when we freestyle anyway, and we've got a little things up in the thrown out there. We got the Star Wars topic. We got another topic coming up when we do the movie review. This topic is it was interesting. I came in and they were into it, and I started getting into it immediately, talking about. Joe was stating how what are they called? The guys in the white with Star Wars, the bad guys. Hello? Now no one's gonna feed it. You motherfuckers.
What?
What are they called? The white people! The people in the white!
Stormtroopers.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, dog.
Yeah, so...
You take it down a notch there, sister.
No, listen. Because I'm trying... You guys were just saying who they were, and then I say something, no one says nothing. And I don't know, you're fucking with me, or you're just smoking dope.
I smoke a lot of dope.
So, Joe was saying how the stormtroopers, or Pimp Vader was saying how his stormtroopers were, they weren't really that good because they lost to, like, all these people, like, they lost to the Ewoks and stuff. And that was funny, but what I was saying was, the Ewoks had help. You know, they had the Jedis and they had the big fucking Chewie guys.
You mean one Wookiee by the name of Chewbacca?
Come on, get out! No, they had more of them. When I watched there was a whole movie about the Wookiees, or not about the Wookiees.
That was the third one.
About the whatchcalls. It was all about not the Wookiees, the
Ewoks?
The Ewoks. But the Wookiees were in it. They helped fight in the Wookiee in the Ewok village.
Okay.
One of those big fucking, what are they called, Joe? You got the sound don't you have one? I mean, curtain pull back. Don't you have one of those things in your room, in your studios? Those big white monster walkers. Where'd he go?
Is that you making that sound effect?
I have Tourette's and I do that every now and again for no reason.
Yeah, he looked like.
That's R2D2. He's all drunk. He's all drunk and whacked out.
Hey, got rid of Pimp Vader. Apparently he's all
blacked out on the microphone.
I don't know what he's doing. I think he has to like go. I think he has to go in another room to do these sound effects. I feel like he's like, hold on, Bobby, and he goes in another room down in the basement and plays the sound effects because he can't talk and do the sound effects. I don't know what. Hello, Joe. He's doing it to mess with me.
Oh, man.
R2D2 should just take his place.
Ooh, that's not nice.
What do you think about that? You fucker. Fucking with me.
Ah.
Now he's not talking. Did he hang up?
No, he's still here.
I'm trying to figure this the fuck out, Bobby.
There he goes. See? I'm doing...
Not the other room at all.
Get Debbie down here and start stair clogging.
And now, introducing 3-time stair clogging champion, Debbie!
Go, Debbie, go!
Time to stair clog, baby.
Woo-ha! Anyway, so, we got it. I didn't really mean for you to get her out here. Whoops. We're going to talk about, also, are we done? Are we still going on the Star Wars? You guys over this or what?
Well, what we were saying was, since you guys wouldn't let me say anything.
We tried. You wouldn't say
You
nothing.
kept muting me, Bob. You blamed it on me.
I can't mute you. I believe me. I wish I could, but I cannot.
Anyway, what you said was that they had help. Well, there was only one Wookiee left, and it was Chewie.
No, they had a bunch of them on there helping.
Well, they only had one, Bobby.
I'm pretty sure they had more than one. We need.
Man, what were you smoking when you were watching that movie?
I wasn't even on drugs yet. I was a kid. We need a.
Okay, wait a minute. I want to back up. So let's me and you make a bet right here, right now, that in Return of the Jedi.
I don't know what one it was. I told you there was a whole one about the Ewoks.
Bobby, let me finish. Return of the Jedi, which is the only movie that has Ewoks in it.
No, there's an entire movie with nothing but Ewoks. There's one Jedi. There's a couple Jedis in it. They help fight. There's like 2 or 3 Jedis.
Oh,
And then
Bobby, there's only one Star Wars movie that has Ewoks in it, and it's Return of the Jedi.
no, it's not. It's an Ewok movie about the Ewoks. Then I'm gonna find it. Let's Google. Everybody Google or Bing. Everybody Google or Bing, whatever you're into. All right, how do you spell Ewok?
Search him if you got him.
It's Wookiee backwards.
No, is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I almost believe that.
Yeah, it is. Like George Lucas is some big genius. He just kept using the same names and reversed them for fuck's sake.
Listen, that is a genius. That's ingenious. Get reverse. It's the opposite of... I love it. Except for if it was totally the opposite, they wouldn't be hairy. They'd be like bald, creepy little things.
Hairless cats and people have to freak me out. We are the
That doesn't help me spell Ewok, Wookiee backwards. That just confuses me more.
E-W-O-K-E-S, Bobby.
E-W-O-K-E-S. That's not right. Oh, why do I have an I in it?
I think there's a 7 in there, too.
0.5.
Isn't there a 7 after the X? Bobby,
Yes.
it has a 7 after the X.
Madame Wookiee. What the hell's going on here?
Okay, to get back to what I was saying before Bobby decided he would rewrite the Star Wars franchise.
I'm not. I'm telling you, there's an Ewok movie. It's separate from the other movies.
You should have said that when you first...
Well,
I've been saying that.
We're not talking about the fucking whatever it is you watched on some Saturday morning. We're talking about the Star Wars movies. and there were 6 of them. And there's only one Star Wars movie that has fucking Ewoks in it, and that is Return of the Jedi.
Okay, and they still had all them people fighting with them.
There was one Wookiee, and that was Chewie.
Okay.
Okay? Han Solo was there. Princess Leia. And Luke were all down on the planet, right? Then Luke went up to got captured and went up to the spaceship, and that's where him and Vader had their last battle. And the Emperor tried to convert him. And then Leia and fucking Han and them got the fucking Ewoks to help them attack the fucking the shield generator that was protecting the Death Star, right? And they had the big fucking fight out in the jungle there, out in the woods. And they beat, well, they weren't Imperial Snowwalkers, they were just the two-legged ones, but they crushed one of them with fucking logs and tripped another one with logs. And again, very practical vehicle if you're going to go to a swampy, forested area is something that's top heavy, tall, and fucking you know what I mean?
No, I think it kind of makes sense. If you had really, really long legs, you could walk in the swamp, right?
Yeah, well, see, Bobby, think about walking on the swamp and walking in snow. It doesn't really hold your weight, so it's about weight distribution. So
And you think these things...
No, they tell you if somebody breaks through the ice, to lay down on the ice and try to reach them, right? Don't walk to them because you're spreading your weight out over more area. So something that's, say, got 2 feet, made of steel, tall and top heavy, would sink into the soft soil and swampy soil of the forest, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't think that it would get stuck?
I think a tracked vehicle probably would have made more sense.
Well, I mean, some of the vehicles floated, so that was...
I made this point the other day on my show. My favorite movie of all is The Empire Strikes Back. And at the start of it, they have the big snow battle, okay? So, here's the Imperial fleet, you know, the most powerful fucking force in the universe. Finally tracks down the rebels on this ice planet of Hoth. They have to send down a big ground invasion to knock out the shield generators to get at the base. So, what does this big battle cruiser fleet have for its ground invasion? 5 Imperial walkers, which are, like, by all looks, look like they're about 10 stories high and would weigh hundreds of tons each, and they walk on 4 legs. Not a very practical design of mechanically or practical, you know, in any aspect.
No, but they're cool.
They're cool. Don't get me wrong.
They're
They were
cool
cool
as shit.
Fuck, but,
Movie magic isn't about practical. That's why they call it movie magic.
and then, like, yeah.
You know?
In the snow speeders, that they just happen to have tow cables. Now, what the fuck would them things be towing?
Right?
Like, they fly around, like, they're quite fast, you know, like what do they tow? They just had to have tow cables on them. And not just a tow cable that's like hundreds of meters long.
Yeah, I don't see anything ever, even when where we're starting to get things to float and fly,
Yeah.
I don't see those things automatically right away being capable of towing. Ever, really. So you need...
How would you tow a ship that won't fly? Like, because most snow speeders aren't like a glider. Like, they had no air.
Well, if they get out in there in space, then they could tow something. Because it's no
they
battery.
have no wings or anything for lift. So up in space they could tow, but like down on a planet where there's obviously an atmosphere like Earth because everybody was running around without a spacesuit on. It's just really cold. Something with that shape obviously wasn't getting lift. It would be like a anti-magnetic fucking gravity thing, obviously, because
You also have to remember that this was the first Star Wars was in like what, the 60s, early 70s.
1977, Bobby.
Yeah. So
Lightly, motherfucker, tread lightly.
I'm just saying. I can't help it. You're old. I'm just saying that back then, the movie theories you know, and the technology they had wasn't all that up to par.
Bobby, if you go watch, I forget what it's called because there's a lot of shows made about it, but there's a show out there about when Star Wars first come out. Okay? When Star Wars first hit the movie theaters, it caused the shutdown of multiple science fiction movies that were being made in Hollywood at the time. They completely pulled the plug on them. They knew, like, it changed everything. It changed everything the way fucking sci-fi movies are made about space. If you go back prior to Star Wars, everything was like bad.
Oh yeah, it was like danger, Will Robertson, danger.
The way he did like the space shift, like the space battle, that was all brand new. That was him. You know what I mean? And it was revolutionary. In fact, it changed it all. There was big blockbuster movies that were being in production in Hollywood that they just pulled the plug on. That there's no fucking way we can release this now. Because that's just the way it was. You guys ever see Space 1999?
No. Oh, you did? I didn't.
Space
I haven't.
1999 was out in the 70s, and it was right around Star Wars time too. Anyway, it was supposed to be that all the nuclear waste from Earth was putting all of its nuclear waste on a base in the moon, and then there was like a big moon base up there, and whatever happened, the nuclear waste exploded, and it caused the moon to go way, way off into space. You know what I mean? And the moon is basically off in space, acting like a comet now, traveling aimlessly through space, and they keep encountering new things as they travel around on the moon in their moon base.
Moon base.
And oddly enough, all the places they come across, all the creatures are human-like and have Earth-like atmosphere.
That's what always
Oh,
bugs
of
me.
course.
That's what always bugs me. You know, if there's other life, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, I don't know. I don't know because I mean, if you think about it,
You know what here's something I saw crazy the other day. You know what a Stegosaurus is for a dinosaur?
no,
No, you know dinosaurs.
right?
Do you know what a Stegosaurus is?
No, I assume it's a dinosaur, but
Well, it's a very, if you've seen it, you say, oh yeah, I've seen that picture of that dinosaur 1,000 times, because it's the one with the big, tall neck and the long tail, really big plant eater.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was like a Stegosaurus or something.
Whatever the fuck they're called. I can't remember all their names. They all fucking sound the same to me. And then that dinosaur there, and then the T-Rex, there's like 48 million years between that dinosaur and the T-Rex, and there's 42 million years between us and the T-Rex. So what that means is we live in a time closer to the T-Rex than that dinosaur did, but yet they were both dinosaurs.
Damn.
So
That's trippy.
When you start to think about things like that, you know what I mean? You realize just how insignificant everything really is. Or you can just dismiss all that and believe that the Earth was formed 6,000 years ago by a Jew from the desert. I'm not going to judge either way.
Damn.
So,
But there's a tree in Norway you might not want to do an increment bore on and count the rings on because it's like 10,000 years old. So
we're gonna switch gears, but we're only switching like one gear. Like we're still talking movies, but we're gonna go
thank
from
you, Jesus.
we're gonna go from space to more
I
of
like Space Jesus the best.
down here on Earth.
Space Jesus is cool.
I'm on the air right fucking now. And all the good shows are off by now. I don't know why you're tuning in, but before the show is through, I'm gonna do a movie review. I'm the type to like a big fat doodoo. Then sit back, relax, and watch a movie. I said I don't know why you're tuning in, but before the night is through, I'll do a movie review.
Time to nut up or shut up.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers?
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Ventura. Yes, Satan?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You sounded like someone else.
Rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
I want to play the game.
You can do it! Get in there. If he's still in there, he ain't happy.
This is Sparta!
You can do it! You can do it! You can do it!
Houston, we have a problem.
I'm the king of the world!
No man forgets how menacing we are. We are lions. You know what's there? Waiting. Beyond that beach. Immortality. Take it. It's yours.
Beneath this mask, there is more than flesh. Beneath this mask, there is an idea, Mr. Creedy. And ideas are bulletproof.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Whoa, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't take long at all to get those quotes, considering they were already done for me. I like to steal. I don't need, like me, when I steal, I need more than one victim. So I steal from two people. I steal from the instrumental guy, and then I go and clock the quote guy over the head, and then I put those two together. And I'm a matchmaker. You know?
Well, he likes to steal.
Plain and simple, he likes to steal.
He likes to
No.
steal from people that steal from him.
I prefer to call it matchmaking. And let's be honest, the people that I'm getting this from stole it too. So stop it. They didn't come up with these fucking... You think they came up with these quotes? You think it's one guy over here coming up with all these quotes? No, they're movie quotes. He didn't make these quotes. He went and got them from other... He just did all the work. He went to every movie that he ever watched and friggin' got his favorite clip, and then he put it all together and threw it on YouTube.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, Bobby.
What do you mean? I'm just saying, it's a victimless crime. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Or if I'm bad, then he's just as bad as me. That's all. That's all.
Well, at least we know where you're coming from. It's all right. Go ahead. Carry on, Bobby.
So, anyway, the movie of the day is... What is it called?
Purge.
The Purge. It's actually been out for a very long time. I watched it a while ago. But Joe brought it up, and I love the topic. The Purge is a movie about the future, and they decide that it would help the economy, it would help the community, it would help the world if they made it legal 1 day a year to do whatever you wanted. Everything's legal. You could do anything.
So what happens is in the near distant future, the new founding fathers of the United States decide that because the United States is so violent, it's because it is human nature. So they decide that unless you're like a government official that's protected, there's 1 day a year that for 12 hours from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. that all crime is legal, including murder. So people that have money basically live in gated communities and have houses that they lock down like forts, and they waited out the night, and then people without money or people that choose to go out and purge their soul, and they can go out hunting people.
Right. And that's where where the movie went with it. They went like they showed the rich people gearing up and like going out and hunting for sport and stuff like that. You know, you don't see the chaos, but I mean they show the chaos a little bit between the random people just going out and fucking robbing and stealing and killing and whatever. You know,
it's
but it was a good movie and it's a great concept.
The main family in it is he's a security. He sells security systems.
Yeah, so he's done really well in this particular environment that has been created. So he's doing really well for himself because if it wasn't for the purge, he probably wouldn't sell half as many of these, right?
Yeah, right.
So you know he's doing all right for himself. I thought they were going to go more on to that, like, well, because the thing was, I guess he had one of his own, and it didn't do so good.
We're trying to tiptoe around what we talk about because Nick has or fucking whatever his name is, hasn't seen it yet. So if you're wondering, like, what the fuck? What are they,
Yeah, we don't want to say too much. And plus, you don't really want to ruin it for the people who are listening too, in case they haven't seen it. Because the point of a review is say, hey, this is a good movie, you should watch it. But
well, it's been out long enough that I'm sure anybody that's going to watch it has seen it.
I don't know. You'd be surprised, man. Like, there's movies all the time where I'm like, I mean, a lot of people. I have 4 months. 4 months of my time I can just sit and spend and watch movies, but I don't. I watch a lot of movies. In the end,
I like Finger Banging Debbie.
I watch a lot. Me and her watch a lot of movies, but
Debbie?
No, me and Liz, Auntie Jugs, whatever you want to call her. We watch a lot of movies, but still, there's times where I'll get on flipping through the cable channels and see a movie that's from the friggin' 80s that's really good that I've never seen. For instance, The Hunger Games. I know they're not 80s movies, but they just made a new one. I've never seen any of them.
I'm not going to watch them because they suck.
I don't know. Everybody's talking all big on them like they were good. I mean, I like the concept. Sounds good. You hunt people.
No, don't want to see it.
I thought that would be. If you're into the Purge, you should be into this.
We do that up in Canada every Canada Day, Bobby. We hunt people up there.
Oh. Oh, so you live in it. You're living the dream. All right, I didn't know. Well, my bad.
We go over to Europe and we catch a Frenchman or something. Bring him back. Let him loose in the woods.
What are you fucking making toast on the air?
What the fuck are you talking about now?
Anyway, I always was into that concept where I'm a firm believer. I think that what we should do is to help with the population. Population's getting bad, I feel.
If you say that we should start hunting people, Bobby,
it's
going to really affect our friendship.
I think I believe I've said this before, but what I believe is they should have it where you can hunt each other, but it's a choice. Now, if these people sign up, they choose to not only hunt but be hunted. So everybody in here is on the same page. They all get the same, weapons or whatever, and they go in there and they go hunt each other. Now, if you think about it, you might be upset right now, but if you think about it, do you really, somebody who would sign up for this, do you really want them on your planet anyway, near you? There's people out there that would sign up for this in a heartbeat.
Well, I have a theory about this, and this plays right into it. Like, these are the same type of people that I believe that these people that want like these right to carry laws, these people that would want to hunt people, and these people that think you should let to carry a gun everywhere you go. My problem with it is that most of these guys have never stood up for themselves in their life.
So,
you know what I mean? So no, let me finish. So what I'm saying is if somebody walked up to them in a bar and was hitting on their woman and give them a slap, 9 times out of 10 they wouldn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Right. So your point is that you don't think that they would sign up for this because they don't have the upper hand.
Unless they had a gun and the other guy was unarmed.
Right.
Now, what I believe is that a lot of these guys that want the right to carry, they have a false sense of fucking courage because they have a gun. But what they really are is a coward with a gun. Because when shit really hits the fan and they got to pull their gun, even though they have the gun, they're still a coward at heart.
Well, I don't want to get into another gun law thing.
But what I'm saying is, and these are the same type of people that would sign up to go hunt people, is they would be just another coward with a gun. As long as they had a gun and the other guy was running through the woods, they'd be all for it. If it was like we all get released into the woods and whoever makes it to like the center gets, their pick of the weapons first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something like that. That's how it would be.
Who the fuck would sign up?
I still think there would be a lot of people signing up, and at least we're getting rid of them. Now,
your types that would sign up would be everybody's not a coward. Like, there's cage fighters and fucking people out there that, they gotta test themselves against man and prove that they're crazy and badass and everything. Sure, they would sign up.
Right, and let them die. Who gives a fuck? And we're entertained. We get to watch it.
What I'm saying is 9 out of 10 of these guys that you see on Facebook talking about, I carry my gun into the bank every time I go. These guys, they'd be nowhere near there.
Well, I also think a lot of people that also there's some people that want the gun law there just because people don't like things getting taken away from them. So if they already have it, they already have a right to have a firearm. They might not even have one, and they get told they can't have one. Now all of a sudden they want one.
Yeah, well.
So you got to think about that too. It's not always, there's a lot of these people out there you're talking about, but I don't know. I haven't figured out a way to kill them yet. So I don't know what to tell you because they're like you said, they're the people that.
The good example, and we don't get into the debate, is do you think George Zimmerman would have followed that kid and that Martin kid that night with the hoodie on if he hadn't had a gun?
What's that? The cop?
Like that guy that followed the kid down in Florida there and shot him.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
No, but the cops told him. Like, he was a neighborhood watch. He called the cops, said, I'm following a suspicious suspect, blah, 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 blah. They said, there's a unit on the way. Do not follow the suspect. Right? Now, do you think if George Zimmerman hadn't had a gun, that he would have ignored the dispatcher, get out of his car, and followed that kid?
Yeah, but in the purpose of our argument, Zimmerman doesn't know if the kid has a gun.
But here's the thing, is he was neighborhood watch. He did what he was supposed to do. When you're neighborhood watch, you're supposed to follow them, contact the police. He contacted the police said, okay, a unit is on the way. Do not follow the suspect. He, at that time, ignored those instructions, get out of his car, and followed the kid.
And from that story, the way you told it, I'm going to say Zimmerman would sign up for this, what I'm proposing. I think he would sign up, because he doesn't know. He doesn't know if that kid's got a gun or not. So he wants to kill or be killed. Some people actually like that. Some of these people that a lot of them, there's hundreds of people that go, oh, the apocalypse, when the grid we go off the grid, I'm ready.
No, what he knew was
half of them are gonna fucking are just talking shit. The other half really want that environment. They want to be, guns a-blazing kind of thing.
Okay, so what he knew was that he was a 30-year-old man who was armed, who was told by the police not to follow a teenager, who chose to follow him, who he didn't know was fucking armed or not, but the fucking teenager also didn't know that he was following him. You know what I mean? Like, the teenager was fucking drinking iced tea and eating Skittles. And when he got fed up with Zimmerman following him, he turned and attacked him. Like, asked him what his problem was and beat him the fuck up. So here's a 30-year-old man that was getting his ass kicked by a fucking 17-year-old kid on a sidewalk. And had to pull a gun to fucking defend himself and shoot him when he wasn't even supposed to be there. And because of stand and protect law in Florida, he gets to fucking walk. Like, what? Any civilized country in the world, that guy would be in fucking jail. Like, cops, like, once the cops told him, don't follow him, like, fucking, he broke the law himself. He became a vigilante.
So are you guys allowed to have guns at all?
Yeah, more. If you look into it, Canadians own more guns per capita than Americans do. We just don't own AK-47s and fucking
Right,
9 millimeters with 15 shot clips.
Which I've said several times. There's no reason to be able to have to own that stuff. That's ridiculous.
But up here in Canada, you have to go take certain courses, and they have to be. Well, they did away with the gun registry, but that was a political thing. They had a gun registry up here where you had to register all your firearms. Now, it met all kinds of resistance because there's the anti-gun movement, you know, the gun lovers up here too, and shit. But what it basically was is ever since like 1974 in Canada, we've had a gun registry. Any time you buy a new firearm or anything in Canada since then, you had to register with the FCC. They come up with this gun registry. It was for all guns that were purchased before 1974. So, because of political shit and everything, they scrapped the gun registry, but all the courses and everything that you need you still need. So, what does that mean? In short, if you have a shotgun or a hunting rifle in Canada, you don't have to register it. But it is illegal for you to buy ammunition, purchase ammunition, or be in possession of the ammunition for them without all the courses that were put in place when the gun registry was put in. So, no, they don't know that you have a gun registered, but they know if you're buying 12-gauge shells.
I think what I think our problem is, our problem in the USA, America, is honestly, I think it's the whole. Every state can basically make their own rules.
That's a big problem.
It's a big problem because then you got like some gun laws are different than in other places, and you know, one state can legalize weed, the other state doesn't have to. One state can legal prostitution, but the other state can't, and it's just ridiculous.
Well, the way it is, the way your Constitution and stuff is written, is once something becomes law in 2/3 of the states, it becomes law in all.
All right, so that's not too bad then.
So once 2/3 of the states in America adopt like gay marriage or fucking legalized pot, then regardless if the other states want that or not, it becomes federal law.
Oh, that's good. So we're close to all that then.
Yeah.
So you know, and it's the majority states, not the majority numbers in the states, right? Because there's people like Texas that fuck us up, you know, because it's so big.
Once a state like Colorado, Washington, you're already 2 states there. Every state that legalizes pot, it's one state closer to being federal law. There's what, 51 states?
52, right?
50 states.
I thought there was 52.
See, there's 50 in 2 territories.
Hawaii and Puerto Rico.
No, Hawaii's a state.
All right, so that's 51 then.
St. Cruz or whatever, the American Virgin Islands.
Puerto Rico and Hawaii are the last 2, whatever they are.
Hawaii is a state.
Okay, so that's 51 then. I always thought it was 52 states.
Puerto Rico's not a state.
All right.
There are 50 states in the United States.
Puerto Rico's a U.S. territory.
Yeah.
So Hawaii makes 50?
Hawaii was the 50th.
Oh,
Excuse me, guys. I gotta take a scroll.
all right, buddy.
Oh, I meant to tell you that, Bobby.
What?
I was listening to Chong and Chong last night, and I rebroadcasted it.
Oh, me. I was listening to it too last night.
And did you hear that when they first started, like, they must do it from Chong's house? Like, they're about fucking 5 minutes in it, and the phone rings.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that.
Chong says to it, like, and then it goes like a ring or 2, and then it shuts off, and Chong says, "Who was that?" And the young fella says, "I don't know, it was mom's friend or something." And I laughed.
So they do it, they're out. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell it's not. It doesn't seem like a really big production.
I love it.
I love that
really
show.
It's very genuine. It's just a father and son talking.
Yeah, it's Chong and Chong, and what I got out of the last, it's Chong. For everybody who don't know what we're talking about, Cheech and Chong, the guy Chong. He was in that
Tommy
70s show. He was obviously everybody knows who he is, right?
Yeah. Anybody that, if you don't, well, we don't have time to explain.
Exactly. So, Chong has a son, and it's Chong and Chong. They have a radio show, and podcast. And what I got out of it last night was that the boy who's been in the Cheech and Chong group for a while. It seems like he, you know what I mean? Like when they went on tour and did things, he was involved.
Yeah, well, I think what it is Chong is, and Ozzy did, Ozzy pretty well did the same thing. Chong is a big celebrity, and he has some money, and without a doubt, he has an entourage.
Right.
And he has certain people around him that need to do things, right?
Right, and his son's one of them.
And I would say that he brought his son in there. If you're going to pay somebody good money to do something, it might as well be somebody that you can really trust, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And then, through his connections, it also opens his son up to other talent. Like, that's sort of what Ozzy did. Ozzy did that with Jack there. Jack was sort of going to be a music producer there for a while.
Yeah, but it seems like he was more into doing his own thing.
Well, I think
him and his daughter there.
I think they just grew up spoiled rich kids, and they just didn't want to.
Yeah, because the Chong's son seems like he's pretty level-headed, and he was always.
I don't think that that it would be quite the same being Chong's son as it would be in Ozzy's. I think Chong would be a lot more realistic about things.
Yeah.
And of course, Ozzy's wife Sharon, she's out for the money. She's, you know what I mean. So.
Could you imagine Ozzy doing his own radio show? Sharon, where's my microphone?
I used to love Ozzy until he sold out.
Oh, well, you didn't like the reality show? I love that.
That was the beginning of the end.
Was it for you?
Yeah.
Oh man, you kidding me? I love watching him walk around in his fucking slippers.
I know, but
buddy slippers and shit.
The show was awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Acting all senile and shit, and it's funny because you can barely hear. You don't know what the hell he's saying half the time, and then he gets on the stage and just fucking goes to town. It's like two totally different people. He walks around all fucking. Looks like he's stoned out of his mind. He can't find his car keys. He can't, he's senile. And then he gets on the stage and just,
One where he builds the fire down on the fucking water line of the beach. And the fucking tide comes in and washes it out on him.
So you obviously watched it a lot.
Oh, I love the show. Like, what I'm saying is...
Well, what do you mean he's sold out?
Well, you won't let me fucking explain. I keep trying to explain and then you fucking talk over me.
My bad.
What I'm saying is when the show fucking, that was the beginning of the end. It made him, popular in the pop culture, and that people wanted to see him on talk shows and his shit. And he went from being the fucking, the lord of music in the dark side, I guess, to fucking being this fucking pop culture icon that was. That's the shit. That's what I mean. He would fucking get on Jay Leno, and he would basically just be whatever after that TV show. It gave him a different audience for the first time ever in his career. It made him mainstream. That was the thing about Ozzy and Black Sabbath and them is he was popular. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Even when Ozzy and Black Sabbath were at their most popular, they were never mainstream.
Right.
And that show put Ozzy mainstream. It made him you know what I mean? It made him prime time, and it changed him. It changed everything about everything they did.
Who cares? By then he was fucking 60, 70 years old by the time he did that show. Shouldn't be on stage rocking out anyway. Go take a fucking nap.
I don't agree, man. If you're a rocker, you're a rocker.
No, man. Rock is for the young, buddy. Give it up.
Way, man. Because what you're saying is is that rock is for the young, so it's not legit.
I'm saying he should be more.
Man, if you've got the rocker in you rock till the day you die, like Lemmy.
You rock too, but you don't get on stage screaming until your head explodes. You rock in your fucking chair, and you hit your fucking bong, and you play the rock. That's how he should rock now. He's at the age where...
paid to see me get on stage and fucking do what he does, I would do it.
I'm just saying, he should retire.
No, what he shouldn't be doing, he shouldn't be charging people $180 a fucking ticket.
Well, he's got, like he said, he's got a money-hungry old lady fucking sucking him dry. And his kids are probably sucking him dry, too.
But if you're a rocker, and it's in until the day you die. So, it's okay to play country music all your life, but don't play rock.
No, that's what I'm saying. You could play it, but when it's over, it's over. You don't have to go. It's too much. To go on the road and stuff. It's a lot for a 70-year-old dude.
That's why he's got to get wrapped in a blanket after the concert.
Yeah, and that's why he charges $1 million a show, because everyone could kill him.
I went and seen him fucking 5 years ago down in Halifax, and it was I'm glad I went and seen him because I finally got to see him. But as far as quality for my money went, the tickets were a little high priced.
Yeah, man. Like I mean, I don't know.
And as bad as I want to see Black Sabbath when they're here in a month, if Cody can't get me a backstage pass or tickets for free, I'm not going. Because I'm not paying $200 and some fucking dollars. You go down to Halifax and watch fucking four fucking 67-year-old men.
At least 70. Some of them got to be
fucking
stoned.
The drummer can't even, Bill Ward can't even be there because he had to get shoulder surgery. He had to get his arthritic shoulder fucking repaired. So, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, so you understand what you're starting to. I think you understand. He needs to stop.
I don't think they need to stop. I think their prices need to come down. I would gladly go down there and pay $50. Go down there and fucking see Black Sabbath for $50. You know what I mean? But I'm not going down there and paying $220 for a fucking ticket.
Well, and that's also all the overhead too. It's not like he's getting $50 a person.
Well, that's Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
And like in 1988. When I used to go to concerts all the time in Moncton, tickets were $22.50 each. Metallica, fucking Guns N' Roses, Rod Stewart, like all the big names used to come there. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not talking like shitty bands. Fucking cocksucker.
Daddy, put your start climbing clogs on and dance to that phone. Hello?
And now, introducing 3-time stair-clogging champion, Debbie!
What'd you say? You want to cruise? Cool. Woo! We're having a good time. Oh, you want to do some bad advice? Sure. All right, let's do it.
Christopher Columbus was a seaman second class. When I told him that the Indies could be found by sailing to the west instead of sailing to the east, I advised him that I thought the world was round. I really thought so. And then I sent him down to ask good Queen Isabel to pawn her jewels for all they're worth. Next day he set sail, and as everyone knows, he fell off the edge of the earth. Well, that was bad advice is just the same as good advice. Everybody makes occasional mistakes, and that was bad
Woo! Good times, Joe. Good times.
I know.
So this is a good one. We titled this letter, Stalker Starts Dating Cousin of Woman Who Dumped Him. That doesn't... I don't know. Why are they calling him a stalker? Just because he's dating a cousin? I guess we got to see.
Yeah, that's usually the best way, Bobby, is to read the story.
Dear Joe and Bobby, about a year ago, I stopped seeing a man I'll call Vince. Since then, he has been stalking me. He sends me texts with photos. He
miss you.
he sends me.
You might not believe this, Bobby, before we go any further, but I've been known to be a bad breaker rapper.
Oh, really? I never would have guessed.
Carry on.
I don't think you're doing this, though. This guy seems a little over the top. You never sent me texts of my own photos. I know that. Sends me texts with photos he took of us while we were dating. All right, well, that's not stalkerish, is it?
That's just letting her know that he's thinking of her.
Yeah, it says, look at the good times we had.
It's a compliment, bitch.
Well, maybe it gets worse. Let's see. But
Maybe it gets worse.
But distorts them. Oh, to make them look like I'm stabbing him in the heart. Oh. Because I'm so red now. Whoa.
What the fuck?
Alright, that's a little crazy. He sends videos with my head on a dancing Barbie doll.
That would fucking scare her too.
Well, calm down, R2. She's not here in front of us. Oh my God. Calm down. Breathe, R2. Breathe.
Okay, he's calmed down there.
All right. Let's see. My neighbors tell me they see him drive past my house. He lives across town. I refuse to talk to him now because he scares me. Vince has now begun making moves on my cousin Nancy. Yeah, I know her too. She says their relationship isn't romantic, but others have told me they have seen them cuddle at restaurants and parks. It sounds like she's talking to him a little bit too, though, don't you think? He still continues to send me scary pictures and emails. How can I tell Nancy about this without her thinking it's jealous relationship against their new relationship? I honestly believe he's getting close to her only to spite me. Of course you would think that. And keep an emotional hold on me. His relationship with her has made me afraid to tell her about my personal life or hang out with her for fear that he'll show up with her, confused in Oregon. What do you think, R2? What should she do?
Just a second.
Right. I don't think that's. Whoa! I don't think that's legal, R2. I don't think she can do that.
Okay, so what R2 just said, the way I understand it is, he just said, "What the fuck is this crazy bitch's problem?" She don't want the guy, so they break up. So the guy sends some pictures. So, okay, no response. So now he secretly starts dating her cousin. It's not like they're flaunting it in her face. Other people are coming back and saying.
Right, which I think she's asking other people.
So, just want to say, I live in a small town, and you could easily go out with somebody and end up dating somebody's cousin. You know what I mean? It's just the way it goes.
Right.
So, so now that they've got this thing going on, she's all like, well, he can't like my cousin, so he's got to be doing it because he just wants to get back at me.
Yeah, because I'm way prettier than my cousin.
I think she just needs to get over herself and let her cousin get, some, she ought to warn her cousin, I guess, and tell her that, that guy was a bit of a freak when we were together and go from there. But
yeah, here's the deal. If they get serious and she finally tells her, look, we're me and him are starting to get serious, and he is sending you pictures while he's still getting serious with her, then that's something you need to tell her.
What, Debbie? No.
What the fuck, Debbie?
And now, introducing 3-time stair-clogging champion, Debbie!
Again, throwing our goddamn show. Debbie! Whoa! Just give it to her, Joe, before you get hurt. Jesus Christ. It's gonna kill you, dude. Don't fucking, you're too good of a mood not to fucking give it to me. That's awesome.
Holy fuck.
We know she's crazy, R2, we know. Well, 5 minutes left, buddy.
5 minutes left to what?
Till I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
I told you, I gotta mop floors and sweep and mop floors and vacuum and shit.
Holy fuck, there's TIE fighters around here.
What the fuck was that?
It's a TIE fighter.
Oh shit, duck! TIE fighters. Oh, remember, it's not logical for it to move around. You're in the snow.
I'm in a fucking battle here, Bobby. Give a fuck about them cats.
Debbie, your fucking intro is over. Leave the room.
Leave the room, Debbie. Your intro's over. Oh, she can't leave yet. She's gonna give me some water. Who wants me to scrape her up a hoot here, Bobby?
Oh, okay, do that, please, because she's all wound up. TMM Radio, relaunching. Hi. Well, hi, buddy.
How you doing?
Saying hi to those people in chat.
Yeah, they all like me. Everybody likes me in Spreaker, Bobby.
Do some research. Holy shit, 65,000 plays.
I'm the most loved fucking guy on Spreaker.
You really are.
I make Debbie tell me that every time we make love.
I love you.
What are you doing? Scraping shit off your shoe?
I say, call me Joey Top.
The History of Handheld Gaming Part 2.
Is that a fancy way of saying masturbation?
I hope he's not. I hope he's not in the. You aren't in the hobbies, are you? What are you in? What? Technology, electronics, handheld gaming, mobile games, toys, video games.
Bobby's become a pawn to the statistical numbers of his show, Deb.
No, I'm not. I'm just top 5. I'm good like that. I don't have to even pay attention to that shit. I'll be gone all summer and I'll come back and I'll be number 1. That's how I do it. This is why I was checking him out.
What's going on, buddy?
Because he's in my chat and guess who's live right now?
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's not live. He's listening to us live. Happy hour. My bad.
Well, at least you didn't run him off.
Yeah.
Blamed it on me.
I almost started cussing him out.
Would have blamed it all on me. It was fun, man.
Damn Joe. Scared another one off.
Chasing all of our listeners away.
Nah, man. Thanks for listening, buddy. But we're leaving anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you go or not. We're out of here. I got a lot to do around the house.
Thanks for the listens, pal.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Good looking out. We're following you now. Make sure you follow us.
Tell your mom and your sister about us.
Yeah, let them know. Tell them we're herny.
Just tell them about us.
Oh, don't tell them we're herny.
I'll do my own talking.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm herny.
Bobby will take any advantage he can get.
That's right. Any last words, Joe?
Legalize cocaine.
See us.
Hold on. Whoa.
Oh, what's going on?
Me and Andy have some questions to ask you, Bill Mulford.
You're already starting to against me. Andy, I will let you ride my rides for free with cotton candy, soda, with everything. whatever you
I
want.
don't know why, Andy, because he's cornered. But we know that he would take it home to his real kids. Because that's what them carnies do. They take your cotton candy and they take your shit. And then they're, oh, we don't know where it's at. And then all of a sudden it ends up at home with their kids.
I love Delaware, and yeah, and maybe I can have some fun with being a carny for a day. Have some fun.
Oh yeah, I'll let you run the ride, buddy. I'll let you do whatever you want. You can throw popcorn at the other customers.
Putting the elephant shit up in the elephant cage.
We'll shoot you out of a cannon. It'll be great.
The Andy Barnes Show live at the Delaware County Fair.
There you go. I like it.
Oh, Sonny, you're gonna see. And
That sounds like fun.
It does sound like a lot of fun.
oh yeah, geez, Simon. The funny thing is, we have a carnival that comes to our neck of the woods every single year in O'Connor Falls, and
That's me. I'm there, Andy. That's me. I'm there.
in O'Connor Falls, Wisconsin.
Sure.
Seriously, you go to O'Connor? You come to Wisconsin?
No, we don't go that far.
He's the guy that runs the fair as well.
Oh, he's a stalker then.
What? No, I don't run the fairs. I run the kiddie rides. You still run the kiddie rides, Andy?
Those things are fun.
He runs the glory hall, Andy.
The glory hole.